this is Liz from Liz at Home. Today is Saturday and tomorrow will be Easter Sunday and I am doing my first Easter colouring. So I'm going to do, this is an untouched book, Kameliya Angelkova, 50 Easter and Spring Fairy Houses. And I thought, oh, I put this behind the wrong one. I thought I would colour this cute, I think it's an Easter simnel cake. And it's got the little Easter bunnies and things in, and a simnel cake is kind of gold. So I thought I'd make it a vanilla cake and maybe sort of yellowish icing. And I have some Tombow water-based markers that I thought I'd try doing a base coat with so that it goes a bit more quickly. I've got these pastel markers. This is number 991, and I'm going to do the icing with that. Even if I just get the icing done, at least I've done some Easter colouring with you guys. I do apologize for my colouring taking such a back step. I'm always worried about water-based markers on Amazon paper. But I thought if I go over it in some Prismacolors, it might help. This is actually a much darker colour than I thought. Never mind. It is what it is. I should maybe be using alcohol markers. I'll see if I change product halfway through. I'll finish this one, because I am not liking this. Not at all, not at all, at all, at all. Bought these things years ago, about 2016 in Germany. And I thought I would love them because at the time everybody was raving about them. But I've never really used them because every time I use them I feel despondent. If you use these, let me know how you stop them streaking. So I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way. Okay, so I finished that. I'll go over it with pencil and I'm going to do the cake. I've brought out my Ohuhu pastel alcohol markers. And I think this is also cake, the bunny. Well, I'm going to do this in, I wonder if I should make it more a chocolate cake. I'm going to do this baked colour and hope for the best, and I can always do the dots with chocolate, with the chocolate Prismacolor pencil. I must say alcohol markers are so much simpler. So are pencils, but they just take so long. And I find it really hard colouring with pencils on camera. This is going to be fairly colourless in my imagination now. I'd actually had this pastel thing in my mind. So I need to think about it more. This is my problem, you know. I never plan properly. Like generally, with life, with colouring, with art, I just tend to dive in head first. And yet, when I'm going to perform and when I'm teaching, I plan my lessons and I plan. When I was performing, I practiced so hard and rehearsed and knew exactly what I would be doing, when I would be doing it. So I suppose in a way that's probably why I don't do this here, because I look upon this as relaxation and not work, and maybe I need to approach it differently. Why worry? Let's just colour and have fun. I think I'm going to make the house in a pretty pink to brighten this up. I like this RV260, so I'm going to look for that. It's 280. There we are. That's actually just called pink. I'm going to try that and see how that turns out. So I'm looking forward to Easter Sunday tomorrow. I'm going to be going to church early. I want to go to the 8:15 service. And I actually thought of going back to a church I used to attend. I met a friend from that church and she was talking about it, and I thought it might be nice to attend that service with her. We'd sort of made a semi-plan to meet there. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I made a funny dish yesterday called, what was it called? Rumpeltump or something like that. I was watching this, sounded like a Yorkshire guy on YouTube. I can't remember his channel. If I find it, I'll put a link to it underneath this video. And he was doing sort of hearty comfort food, and this is potato and cabbage and cheese basically mashed, and I made it with casla. We were going into cooler weather, but now we have really hot weather coming again next week. It's going to be 30 degrees, 34 degrees centigrade in April. I mean, April's halfway through our autumn. We should be cool weather, but we all know the weather's all over the show. So I made that yesterday because it was quite nice and cool, and I thought some nice comfort food would be good. And today I just feel like making a vegetable soup because my body is craving vegetables. Do you ever get like that, where you actually just crave vegetables? And then I have some very nice healthy bone broth, so I'll be adding that as a base to the soup. And then on Easter Sunday, I actually will probably make lamb. I'm not quite sure yet if I feel energetic. Otherwise, I'm just going to be lazy and do pizza. I'm glad I'm doing this in pink. Pink makes me happy. It's my favorite color. Just busy. I'm doing 2 videos at once, so I'm doing this coloring while I'm waiting for a watercolor video that I'm recording for next week. I'm waiting for the first layer to dry, and I'm also using pink on that. I just love pink, but this is such a pretty color, isn't it? So what else can I do in this pink to make it? Maybe I'll do stripes in the straw. I know that a lot of you, I read on Facebook and I listen on YouTube, and I know a lot of you color whilst watching TV, and I've absolutely never managed it. I just couldn't. And then for the first time yesterday, I got one of those clipboards. And lo and behold, I actually managed to color. It was awesome. So now, shall I make these both yellow or chocolate and pink? Nope. Just going to leave that so long. Maybe make one of the bunnies pink. That could be cute, couldn't it? A pink bunny here. I'm going to make maybe pink chocolate and I don't know what other colour bunny. As I haphazardly go along colouring this. So I'm just going to do him and then come back to this mess of water-based vanilla and go over it with some Prismacolor and see what that does. I love these Ohuhu pastel markers. I think they're my total favorite set of markers. Never mind that I've got a whole lot of Copics. I just love these. What do you think that is? Oh, I'm now busy editing the video and I'm seeing it on the screen and I think it's the bunny rabbit's little tail. Funny how a different perspective changes things. Okay, I just have this set of Prismacolors in this roll-up that I use over and over. I've got probably 150. I actually sold my 150 set at one stage. This is cream. I'm going to try going over this with cream and then just see what that does, because they are fairly opaque pencils and it may just help me get more towards the colour I wanted. I suppose in a way I should have matched this colour, but it's not the colour I want. Oh dear. Don't you sometimes wish that you were colouring digitally, like on Procreate, and you could just double tap and undo what you've done? That's how I'm feeling right now. I've recently got Procreate and I'm enjoying trying to learn the program and doing drawings and things, and want to try and create some colouring pages, actually just little ones for you guys in case you want something that you can download and print. I've been drawing a cute little fairy mushroom, and I don't know if you remember, if any of you are old enough, probably not, to remember the Pookie books, P-O-O-K-I-E. He was a rabbit with wings, a fairy rabbit. And I've sort of inspired by Pookie, been trying to draw something along those lines. So not exactly Pookie because one cannot copy, but I was thinking of a cute bunny, and we'll see. I like this colour better. Getting cramp in my hand. Okay, I'll finish this offline also. Okay, I've gone over the whole one in the cream color, and now I'm going over it again in Jasmine, which is PC 1012, and I'm liking that better. And now I want to find some sort of, I think I'm going to take this one, which is Sienna Brown 945, and just do some of the creases, the dark folds of the buttercream. Do you guys like buttercream icing, frosting? I absolutely love it. So funny, you know. You find somebody that you like on YouTube, and there's a lady that I really love watching in the glue booking community, and she does these wonderful videos, and she absolutely hates butter, and I absolutely love it, and I always find it so surprising when there's somebody whose art you enjoy and they have different tastes to you. It just shows how very, very, very different we all are. It's what makes the world really interesting. I love buttercream. I actually like, if I was eating ice cream, I like vanilla ice cream best out of everything. And cakes, I sort of tend to like I would love a chocolate cake with some buttercream ice cream on it, but I don't like the heavy death by chocolate type chocolate cakes that are, as I've got older, I find they make me feel a bit ill. But yeah, this kind of a cake I would love. Now, I think I'm going to try this color, which is Goldenrod 1034, just to get a bit of shading in at the top. I mean, this poor paper has now had layer after layer after layer of stuff. So I'm using very light pressure there. I didn't go under this one here. And perhaps I should just go where I've done those and sort of just bring it out a little bit so that the shading looks a bitty better. Oh, what did I do? I don't even remember doing that. It must have been in my hand and just happened. I think that orange is part of the water-based thing. Just going to bring this up a little bit as well. And out here, up there. I'm not sure if it makes any difference. I'm so glad that I feel like colouring again. I've actually done a few images and I've actually posted something onto Instagram, which I haven't really been doing much of at all lately, so I was quite pleased with myself. Felt, yay, that's progress. I went to see Spring Awakening again, the musical that one of my old pupils is doing the lead and another old pupil has got quite a significant role in. Oh, and I just loved it. It's such a privilege, you know, to have taught all these talented people and to watch them as their lives take on and as they develop and as they grow in their arts and crafts, and watching them getting married. And I feel so privileged that so many of them are still in touch. It's been a real blessing, the whole music thing. There we are. Now the next musical that's coming along our way is Matilda. They're doing Matilda Junior at the drama school that many of my pupils attend. And my daughter-in-law makes the costumes for them. So those are looking absolutely awesome. It's all quite exciting coming along. So I might just go over both of those again with that jasmine. Just blend it all in. I just love Prismacolors. I've just been doing some colouring using my Crayolas, and I did a colour along following Megan from Disney Makes Colouring using Spirifarben and Color pencils as well that I actually enjoyed very much. I love my Kameliya macaron pencils and would quite like to one day maybe treat myself to one of the bigger Kameliya sets. I want to get the chocolate. What is this? This is sepia. No, it's dark brown. That's awesome. And chocolate. Okay, so let's see what happens here. I'm going to do some little dots just over all the dotted spaces. Not sure if you can see or if I should do it here. Just to give it a bit of texture where you've got to actually draw them. I'll finish these dots off screen and be back with you. But before I go offline, I just want to mention that I'm doing it in both dark brown and chocolate. I'm doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just to mix up those colors a little bit. Okie dokie, I'm going to go offline with that. Okie dokie, so I've got this far, and now I've found a blue, which is B050, which is called, of course my eyes can't see that, something egg blue, robin's egg blue. And I'm going to do this little bunny rabbit in that blue. I've done all of the dots on the cake part of this cake, the ones to show the texture. I've also had lunch since we last spoke. Since we last spoke, says I mean since I was last recording. Can I mention that I would be ever so grateful if you would please click that like button and maybe leave a comment on the video. It really helps my channel. It really helps YouTube decide that the video is worth sharing with other people. I'm not sure about this blue. I should have maybe gone for a more dull one. But I wanted a brightish blue. I'm going to use this on the window frames and things as well. As I said before, I really love these Ohuhu markers. I wish I could buy the big set. Although why? Why does one need more? I'm fine with what I've got. Okay, so there we've got that blue, and now I'm going to do a blue. I'm thinking of these as Easter eggs in this cake. So one, and I'm going to do the frame in this. I'll do that one later. Okay, I'll do the others when I'm not filming. Then I've got this yellow lemon chiffon, which is quite a bright one, and I thought I would do one of these eggs in the yellow as well. And I thought I would do the straw as well with the pink and the lemon. So one, maybe do another one here in lemon. I've got a pink and a blue bunny, and I think I'm going to make I'm not quite sure if I want a lemon-coloured bunny or rather a chocolate one. This is it's called cream. I think I might be wrong with this one. 240. I bet you're shouting at me and saying, didn't you see it on the other one? There we are. Doesn't look like cream, it looks orange. So I'm going to do one of the Easter eggs in that. And, no, I want to go chocolate. I need to make that look like cake. So, where can I use this as well? Over here. Can use that there. I want to bring it in again, maybe here. Because it's almost the same color as that buttercream. And then I want to find a nice chocolate color. And I don't think I'm going to find that in the pastels. Well, I couldn't actually find that hoo-hoo, so I don't know if it dried out or if I've misplaced it. So I'm using a Copic Char, which is Sepia E37, which is much the same sort of color. And yes, I'm right. I do prefer the Ohuhu nibs. I don't know why. This is sort of too floppy. And then I'm going to make this chocolate here. Phew, it's getting very hot in this room now. The sun is starting to bake down here. I can't believe how hot it is at the end of March. It's amazing. All right. And I'm going to do these as little chocolate things, but I'll do that later. But I think I'll do this door in this chocolate. In the chocolate bunny here before I end. I don't want this video to be too long. All right, so this is as far as I've got. As you can see, I did a little bit of detailing on here with my Prismacolor pencils. I used the number 994 as the darker one and 928 as the lighter one, just to give a little bit there. I did the texturing and the texturing, but I will complete this off camera and you can see what it looks like in my completed images. I do think this looks better than when we started. I want to wish everybody a very blessed and happy Easter. And I want to thank you very much for watching the video and spending time with me. And I look forward to having you join me for the next video. Take care, be safe, and lots of love to everybody. Bye-bye now.